citizens, I say we must act now, or we shall fire at the gates of Moscow.
Oh, God forbid.
War, I say, must be war.
The Duke of Oldenburg bears his misfortune admirably. I had the honour of being presented to him by my Jennifer Pease.
Please, speak the words that are written down in the text, all of you. Slow down, think about what you're saying, everybody's gabbling. Take a deep breath, focus on what you're doing. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God, you're eloping.
We will be married tonight.
No, Natasha, think of what you're doing. You're rushing to your
And
grave.
I shall go to my ruin. And the sooner the better.
I'm Claire Sullivan, and I play the character of Natasha Rostova in the epic that is War and Peace. Tom Puddifoot plays Pierre, Molly plays Maria, Wayne is Andre. So we've got like a main group of actors who are like the principal characters. They're the H&D 2s, and then we're supported by the H&D 1s, the B-Tech 1s and the B-Tech 2s. And there's probably about 50 people in the cast. It follows two families mainly, with other families like dotted in, through like the whole Napoleonic era of him taking over, trying to take over Russia. And it follows families, like how it affects them, how the war affects them. They're all quite aristocratic. It was difficult to start with because my character Natasha starts, she's 13. And like in the epilogue, she's probably late 20s. So there's quite a change to go through. It's quite a lot of years. So I found that difficult to start with because it was like, when we rehearsed it was quite a choppy, like we'd do that scene and then we'd do a different scene. And it would be like, oh, how old am I now? But it's all right now. Like, it was good to get a chance to run it yesterday and today because we've really got a feel for the character and how they grow. And how you can change like the physicality and stuff. We're rehearsing at the Friends today. So yeah, we're here on a Saturday. We should, be off having fun. Yesterday we ran Acts 1 and 2, and like for the first time, and this time today we're running Acts 3 and 4 for the first time. We've never done it like back to back kind of thing.
Hi, I'm James, and in War and Peace I'm playing Prince Vasily Kalagin and General Kutuzov. War and Peace is about three families in Russia and about the French invasion of Russia being led by Napoleon. In this play I found it a little bit difficult because I've got to transfer two characters. I'm going to be playing General Kutuzov and Vasily. This happened because one of the guys in our course left, so I had to fill in for him now. I got given the role 2 weeks ago, but I'm enjoying the process. I mean, it's long and tiring, but it's an honour to be working on such an epic play as War and Peace. I'm enjoying all the process and I'm looking forward to bringing it to life on the stage at the Crescent Theatre on Sunday and then all over the week. Hopefully it will go well, fingers crossed. At the moment, this is a song that goes off. We have repeats of songs that come throughout the whole production that repeat. They have themes. That was Andre's theme, which is what happens every time Andre is mentioned or Andre's seen, that song will be playing, and we either underscore it with vocals or just a piano.
My name's Jerry Smith. I'm co-musical director for this production of War and Peace. My fellow musical director is Pete Hammond, and we have Laura on fiddle. The vocal arranger is Ria, who you'll probably see at some point in this process. We started putting the music together about 3 months ago. The play itself has no score, so we sat down with the director and decided how we were going to do it. We actually started with a book of folk songs. The play is set in 1805, so there's not a great deal of Russian classical music from before that time of any note. So we worked up the score from Russian folk songs, and when we couldn't find something appropriate, myself and Pete would actually compose the music and arrange it for a small band, but using keyboards, percussion, occasional samples. We managed to broaden it out and sound like a small orchestra, hopefully. And then Ria will arrange the vocals. We've got 40, 50 voices to add on top of that. So that's where we are here, with a score of maybe 500, 600 cues, musical cues, attempting to learn it in a very brief time, but it's a fascinating process.
We've been here since 10 o'clock and it's now about 2:15 and everyone's a bit tired, but I think think we need this rehearsal as well because, like we said, it is 7.5 hours, and we've had to put 2 productions on in the same time you would put 1 on, really. I mean, we've been working on this for 6 weeks, and we've rehearsed 7.5 hours worth of material, which is a long run for the actors and the directors and people involved within the production. I mean, I think there's about 65 costumes just for the main principals, not mind the chorus as well.
I'm Rebecca Rochelle. I am the costume designer and semi-wardrobe mistress for this show. And I started on Monday. There are, I think, about 40 cast members in the show, and I think most of them have at least 4 characters. And if they are a principal character, most of them have got at least 4 to 6 costumes. I know one of the lead men has got 7 jackets so far, and that's pretty much unheard of in a show of this size, even for this school. So there's a lot of costumes, and we've been working round the clock to get them all done for everybody. These are all the costumes that have been allocated so far. As you can see, there's loads of them, and we're just doing the last few remaining costumes now, and then the next step is to get all the costumes into the Crescent, make sure everybody's got everything, and then it's things like accessories, hats, shawls, socks, all the little added extras to make it that extra bit special. The main challenge we've had is that the show is set in a very small period of time where fashion changed radically, especially in the women. The line of the dress went from being, the Empire line went from being under the bust, and before it had always been the natural waist. So it's quite challenging sourcing costumes from that time period. The other main issue that we've had is all the military costumes we've had to source, because most wardrobes in Britain will have the British uniforms, whereas we've had to costume the French and the Russian soldiers, and that's been really difficult. We've had to improvise quite a lot with that. And then just the sheer amount of costumes we've had to do, that's been the main challenge. There's just so many costumes, so many characters, and costume changes as well. And the play is over about 20 years in time, isn't it? Yeah. So if somebody has something in the first act, they couldn't wear it in, say, Act 4 because it's 20 years have passed and they wouldn't have the same clothes anymore. Some of the actors have got about 6 costume changes, and then some of the ensemble, they've got 4 characters or 5 characters or 6 characters, so they're complete changes. Then someone like Linda, she's going to have about 3 dresses, and then she's going to have various coats, shawls, jackets to try and change it as much as possible. The girl who plays Linda's daughter, she's got about 6 dresses. Usually we struggle to find everybody one dress that's appropriate, but finding the principal characters sort of 4, 5, 6 each has been a real struggle, but we've coped quite well, actually. I think we've done a good job. Basically, what will happen when we go into the theatre is, because the students are no longer rehearsing, they actually get allocated to a production team. So I'll have a team of costume people, and any repairs that I can't deal with, I'll be passing on to them. If it things like just, you know, putting on a button or little tears and repairs and things, and they'll do those themselves. Unless it's something they can't handle, then they'll pass it on to me.
At the moment, we're at the Friends Institute. This is just a hall that we use for rehearsals. This is in Moseley. Tomorrow we'll be transferring to the Crescent Theatre. We have done most of our rehearsals here. We've marked out the floor so we know exactly where the set design will be. So this is a good space for rehearsals. That we're left to our own devices, and we can just get on with intense rehearsals and intense scenes. This is the end of the Act 4, it's the end of the play, where Pierre realises the journey he has gone through and what it means to him, and how the main 3 characters, which is Pierre, Natasha and Maria, have all found happiness in certain ways after they all suffered terribly on their lives. I mean, this is going to be an epic performance. I mean, we've got a massive set which we're going to be built tomorrow on the Sunday. Well, I'm going to have to shoot now because I've just got to get ready for the next scene, which will be the bows and the still frame. So I'll see you later.
You must come and talk to me whenever you wish.
Thank you. Very much go now. We're organising a celebrity dinner at the English Club for General Kutuzov, a Russian hero. I've always said so.